Welcome, everyone, to the Wine Ambassador call. Today is Monday night, July 19th. Can you believe it? We are almost done with July already. This is crazy. I'm so excited all you guys are here. We've got people still coming in, so I'm distracting myself, hitting the button. My name is Stacy Southward, and I am a 5-star ambassador here at Wine Ambassador, and I'm working on my number 6 right now. And I'm just so excited, you guys. There's so much coming up. In less than 60 days, we're going to be in Napa Valley, those of us that are Grand Cru, and I get to hug a bunch of you guys, and it's been a long time. And I mean, some of you I have not physically seen since Dallas of 2019. Others of you I did just get to see in June in Destin, but still it's just too long to wait for all that kind of stuff. But it is my extreme pleasure, you guys, that tonight I get to introduce to you our CEO, Rory Rickard. You all know what he's brought to us. He's been an amazing guy bringing us this opportunity to us and doing what he does best and bringing us amazing wines every single month, and where we don't like to share them. And ooh, I like the background, Rory. You seem very diminutive though in that background. It kind of overwhelms.
I know, right? Like we can bump it up a little bit. Yeah, I've been playing around. I got the new office set up, so I've got the 4 computers. I'm not sure how I'm going to fit in it yet, but it's moving. So, we ready to go, Stacy? You're talking about Napa. We're excited about it because it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a big, huge Napa party in the vineyards with incredible wine and incredible barbecue, which means Napa barbecue. It's not
and the best people.
All the best people in the world are going to be there, and we're getting to finalize that. And this is going to be an amazing thing we do every year. So it's play hard, work hard. And not necessarily in that order, but that's how we get to do it here. The opportunity that we have it has to do with wine. It's an amazing thing. We get to literally market a Wine of the Month club to everybody we can and share with them incredible wines that are made by literal artists of wine. These are some of the best winemakers in the world, arguably. They're based in Napa and Sonoma Valleys. They basically create these wines for us. We commission what we want made, and we get the best winemakers that make the amazing Merlots, Cab Sauves, the Chenin Blancs, the Sauvignon Blancs, all these different variations that we have, our red blends. We just have a lot of fun with it because we can. Now, we're professional marketers. We come to you with a professional marketing background, and that being said, the most relevant thing we've ever marketed ever has been wine. Wine, just people like it. They tune into it. And, I can tell you there's a reason for it, especially when it's real wine. We're not talking those punch mass-produced wines that you'll see in the grocery store, the liquor store, where they care about the bottom dollar. And I'm going to tell you that to make a really high-quality bottle of wine, it doesn't cost $7.99. So if someone's selling you wine for $7.99, I would be extremely concerned. And it's pretty much just like the honey industry. Not all honey is true honey. If you see honey and it's $1, $2, $3 a bottle of, maybe in that little bear even, turn it around and see what's inside the honey. If it's anything other than raw honey, any other ingredient, it's been manipulated. It's maybe sugar water. You'll see high fructose corn syrup added. Incredible things that shouldn't be in raw honey, right? Raw honey should be made from clover or, the different types of honey that are out there based on the flower where those bees come from. Anything other than that, subject. Wine's the same thing. They'd rather make money than give you a proper wine. And so they induce it with additives, some of which are actually toxic in high volumes. There's a product called arsenic. You may want to know what it is. It's actually made from apple seeds. Arsenic, though, in the right quantity will kill you. Yet it's a great sweetener that they add into the wine process when they speed up the process to make it quicker. Our wines are made the true way, meaning our cabs might be sitting in oak for three and a half months. They might be sitting in cherry. They might be sitting in, you know, special vats to age and process right as they get filtered year to year, not month to month, day to day, week to week in a sped up process. These are true fine wines. Most people actually don't understand what a true fine wine is because they're just subject to what they buy at the store. And if you're told that's wine, and you don't know anything different, no one's educated you on it, that's what you think wine is. Well, we get to take amazing wines to the world, and we literally deliver it to the door, meaning we don't need to sell it from our garage or our basement. We're not selling wine. We're hooking up people with an access to a Wine of the Month club that pays us very well for doing so, and the wine is literally shipped from our warehouses right to their door. It's made by our winemakers, bottled at our facility, right to our shipping warehouse and shipped out. No one else ever touches the wine. And the UPS driver, right? Other than that, there's no other middleman. There's no other regional distribution or any type of other contracts that bumps up the price. That allows us to literally make an amazing bottle of wine that would normally retail through the channels for $80 to $120, and we get to deliver it at an incredible member price. Literally 4 bottles for $100. These wines are literally, each bottle in that monthly assortment is worth the price of the entire thing. Yet we were able to eliminate the middleman and create an amazing opportunity at the same time. That's where our ambassador program comes in. So I'm just gonna let you know, get with the person that brought you here. This is gonna get better and better. We're talking about one of the most relevant things we've ever had to market, wine, but it still needs to sell it. It still needs to be marketed. It doesn't sell itself. People, you know, hear wine, I think they know everything they need to know about wine. They think that $6 bottle they've been drinking their whole life is great. They need to be educated. And once they're educated and their palate gets educated by tasting our wines, they won't be able to drink that other stuff ever again. Their body will reject it. You know, there's added sulfites in the speed of that process, which literally gives people headaches. So every time I hear somebody say, I like white wine, but it gives me a headache, you're like, well, you're drinking the wrong wine. You're drinking non-wine. You're drinking cheap wine that they call wine. It's a wine punch. When you drink a true white wine, you're not going to get headaches. The sulfites are naturally created in the actual proper brewing process. Wine is made just like beer. It's a brewing thing. It's got to settle and simmer. It's not distilled like a spirit. And in the proper way, wine it purifies itself. It becomes a very awesome beverage, purified beverage. But the alcoholization that happens, not only does it clean that, but also creates a natural preservative, a natural sulfite. Artificial sulfites are hard for our body to process because they're artificial. That's where the headaches come from. So if you're drinking wine and get a headache, be cautious of what you're drinking. We get to share this. It's an amazing opportunity, but as great as wine is, nothing sells itself. It's the law of marketing. No matter how great your product or service is, in this case, it's an amazing product, amazing wine, and a great service delivered right to your door. If people don't know about it, they're not educated about it, they don't just go flock and sign up. That's where the opportunity comes in. We need ambassadors to help spread the word, share the love, and let people know that they can get incredible wines at an amazing value that you cannot get anywhere else. First of all, you can't buy our wines down the street. They're only available through members and the membership here. Second, no one has wines at this value. You'd have to spend anywhere from $80 to $120 just to even find wines that are made in the same ballpark for what we have in the value. And that's arguable. And then from there, we go to our Grand Cru wines, which are typically in the retail spot would be $300 to $500 a bottle on up. And we deliver those to you in the Grand Cru pricing, which works out to about $100 a bottle in a group of 6. And they are incredible wines. We stand behind them. We know what they are. We know that they are that good. And we know what it takes to do that well, and we have the right artists to do so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you right into the compensation structure and plan. Stacy brought up something with the Grand Crus. Our Grand Crus get access to a lot. They get access to marketing that we do from a company. I'll show you that at the end of the presentation. They also get a black card that says Wine Snob on it. Grand Cru literally translates to Wine Snob. It's pretty cool. And our Wine Snobs get to hang out every Labor Day in September for harvest, where we get to smash down grapes with our feet, enjoy some incredible wines, maybe taste some of the wines that are coming up in the near future as they're ready to be bottled. Enjoy the process with us in our own vineyards where we can just relax, hang back, watch the sun go down, enjoy some great food, and then return the next morning to watch the sun come up and have mimosas with our own sparkling Napa Valley Brutes and sparkling rosés with some awesome things to it. I'm going to blow that right there. So this is awesome fun for us. We get to make incredible income because we made it that way. We wanted it to be a very lucrative opportunity. And I'm just going to tell you, the fact that I can tell people that we make money with wine, everybody's jealous. Everybody can be part of this, even at a customer level and further. But our Grand Crus, they share in our national or actually global marketing that we do on the brands. The wines are our label, our brand. Every year we bring out a new vintage. They're ours, okay? We own them. We're not marketing somebody else's brand ever again. We market our own wines. And when we do that, when people look up those brands, those pages refer the sign up or the customer sign up or the new ambassador acquisition that comes from the company's marketing, and it goes to a rotation of our active Grand Cru members. Why? Because our Grand Cru members have not only the taste for our normal wines that come out, but our Grand Cru wines. They can speak to them. They've actually had them. They can understand the difference, why we have this amazing wine, and they have the education on it. And that's what we require to represent to anybody that's coming in. You know, our wines are already getting searched based on their name and what they are. People like see it. The more the Muse is pulling up amazing results. So is the Rickard wine, the Hudson sparkling. The searches are coming in, and we advertise because we are all professional marketers. Behind Wine Ambassador are exceptional seasonal business people that have done very well as marketers. We understand that customer acquisition is real. We understand that it takes work to bring somebody in and educate them properly to stick with the program and understand that these are true wines. So we pay you very well. So well, that's how we all get paid. There's not a corporate salary system here. We all are in the field building with you, and we get paid just like you do. Meaning we recruit, we get customers, we help others do the same. We're servant leaders from the very top down, and we invest in you. In fact, Tanya and I, my wife and I, she's the compliance officer, I'm the CEO. Not only that, but we also own lead generation companies. And we figured out how to market wine several years ago. So we take this marketing and how we do it, and we share it with you as partners, from our family to your family, not from Wine Ambassador, from our family to you. And get with the person that brought you into this, have them, show you what we talk about. You get full training, access to all that, and all the leads you can possibly market through the systems as we train you to help you build your business with us here. We are different. Enjoy it and get ready for it. Now, I'm going to share my screen real quick. I'm going to change my picture now. And I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to take you to our comp plan. It's simply Wine Ambassador Comp Plan.com. I'm going to go to the two-page view. Click there on the top. There we go. And I can even size this down to like 90%. There we go. So there's 3 ways to get started. I'm going to go over the first way, which is you can just become a customer. Some people are like, man, this sounds really good, but there's really a difference in wine. I'm really used to this $10 bottle that I really think is great. We buy a case of it every now and then, and we think it's amazing. Fine. How about this? Be a customer. Get 4 incredible bottles of wine and try for yourself. The thing about this whole Wine of the Month club that we have is we send new wines out every month. We know you're going to fall in love with at least one of them, and then you're going to order a custom case because that's the only way you're going to get more wine. It will sell out. All our wine sells out. And there's some wines that don't last even the month. Some wines last a couple months and they're gone. And then some of them we know are going to be a big favorite, and we bump up the numbers from year to year. When they're gone, they're gone. That's the thing about it. And only our members can get the wine. And if the wine's really good, our members will buy a case, 2 cases, depending on the holidays too. They might buy 3 cases because it's the best gift ever, and you cannot beat the value. When I give somebody a bottle of our wine, it's literally like handing them $100. They light up. We have incredible labels, incredible brands, if you will, that we get to share. You can't go wrong with any of them. They're all made with a high quality, amazing winemaker that has access to arguably the best fruits of the world that come from that region of the world there in Napa and Sonoma. And so I just tell everybody, just become a customer, try it out. See how great this is. You can always upgrade. The third way to become a member, and I'm going to cover this real quick, is we have non-ship states where we can't ship the wine. Legal reasons. Utah's one of them. Mississippi. Delaware. There's only a few. And for those states, we allow you to come in and get into our Powerline marketing system. It's a follow-up system, lead generation system that you can feed the leads that Tanya and I give to you from our family to yours into the system, and it qualifies you for the BV requirement for the compensation. It's also available for countries we're not yet shipping wine to that want to market here. So, that's something we bring in and get people going with. There is also our ambassador program, and that's the main thing I'm going to talk about right now. That's really where the opportunity lies. We have 3 membership levels: Estate, Reserve, Grand Cru. I'm going to put a big shout out to Matt Trainer and anybody that's coming here from Matt Trainer's, I guess following amazing people I've been talking to a lot. Matt's responsible for literally like 8 Grand Crus in the last 2 days coming in. It's freaking awesome. They all see the value in coming in, but it makes sense when you understand how marketing is done. Estate members come in at $300 and they get a case of wine. They get full access to the compensation plan, 10% off additional cases of wine. Now, here's the thing. There's no penalty to come in at the estate and upgrade. You upgrade, you pay the difference, receive the difference. The biggest difference is the discounts you get on additional cases of wine, but Grand Crus get access to that marketing. They get access to preferential treatment at our specific events. And they also get access to our event, which is the Harvest event. Only Grand Crus can go to that in September. Now, estate members is $300, Reserve members is $600. They get 2 cases of wine, 50% discount. Grand Crus is $1,200. They get the 2 cases like you are a Reserve member, and then they get our 6-bottle Grand Cru luxury box. Now, typically, people come in at the estate or Reserve, they get the normal wines. When you realize how great those are, you're going to be curious. Like, if these are that good, what are those Grand Crus like? Well, they are exceptional. It'll drive you nuts until you try them. Then when you try them, you're going to want to get them. That's why we have in the back office where you can buy another Grand Cru box anytime you want. Now, Grand Cru pricing is what we refer to our lowest pricing. When you come into the business as an estate, Reserve, Grand Cru, you get in at Grand Cru pricing, our lowest pricing. We don't bump it up for the membership kits. We let you come in at the best rate. We want our ambassadors to truly be brand ambassadors and understand what our wines are, what they consist of, how great they are. Give them some knowledge. The best knowledge from wine is actually from consuming it, living it, tasting it. So that's why we do that with you. It's also customer acquisition is real. We're all professional marketers behind this company. We literally lose money with you as you bring on Estate, Reserve, and Grand Cru members. You get 50% of the enrollment, and we lose money on the wine because it costs a lot more than that to create the wine. But we want you to be well rewarded, well prepared, because you're spending hours to get them in right. And that's what we've seen with everybody in this company so far is people do it right. They get them to come to these Monday meetings. They get them to our wine and dines we do every Wednesday. Wednesday, a half hour earlier before this starts, we all come together on the same location or the wineanddineshow.com, and we prepare food and blend and pair it with our wines and just have a great old time. And you never know who's going to pop on those calls. Now, that's something we do every Wednesday. We call it the Wine and Dine Show. It also is really great to introduce family and friends to so they can see what the atmosphere. And they also get to see what other people think about these amazing wines that they may have not even, signed up for yet. It's all part of the process we have here. And also, I think selfishly, we like to have a lot of fun together. It's a big family. And, being able to share meals and stuff on Wednesdays has just been an awesome thing we've been doing for years now. So that's the Wine and Dine. Again, there's these different ways to come in. You can come at the estate member and upgrade. You pay the difference, receive the difference. Grand Cru members always get the best price on products and services, including our meats and cheeses in the back office. And the opportunity just keeps growing. There's 5 ways we get paid, all based on our rank level over here, and which is based on how many personal you bring in, how many ambassadors you bring in, how many personals you bring in. That this is the rank advancement. The rank achievement is how you get paid, different levels. We want everybody to get their wine for free. I'll explain that in a second. And you have a left team and a right team. The person that's bringing you in is going to be signing you up on their left team, for instance, or the right team, whatever team they're going to be building with you. You're going to build that team with them. And then once you understand this and how this goes, you train on the lead processes, you start building your other team. Building out both those teams on Wednesday at midnight, the computer's going to take a snapshot. Whatever team you have the lesser volume on, you get upwards of 22% of that paid the following Friday. And that's on top of all the other compensation models I'm going to show you. And then you get a check match. So you help others do the same thing. As you personally bring in ambassadors and they start earning the binary pay, you get upwards of 50% check match on what they're doing. We have leaders that make more money in check match than they do in their own binary. That means they're just being great leaders and helping develop and duplicate. This is how you earn it based on your rank, and it's based on the volume. This volume needs to come 70%, no more than 70% from one leg and at least 30% from the other leg. So a minimum 30-70 split. If you have all the volume in one leg and no volume in the other leg, you need to get to work so you can earn all this. It's just building two teams. Keeps everything honest, and we love this structure. So there's 5 ways to get paid. Right here on the bottom left. The first way is free wine. Customers and ambassadors share this access. Your first 3 customers are literally worth $1,200 a year to you. If you have 1 customer you refer into this program and they order 3 months, January, February, March, you're going to get credit for free wine in April. If you have 2 and they order both in January, both in February, you're going to get a free credit in March, right? And if you have 3 customers that ordered in January, you get a free wine in February, and so on and so forth. It's really simple. It's accumulated. So you don't need to have 3 in a month to get free wine. You just gotta have 3 accumulated orders and you get free wine the following month, upwards of free wine every month. Now, the next way we get paid is ambassador customer acquisition bonus. After your 4th customer, you receive $20 for every new customer you add. And for both your ambassador customers, because they order wine as well, and your customers, you're going to receive $10 a month for every order every time they order. And you know, some of our guys here and gals here that have hundreds of customers, so that could really add up to thousands of dollars a month just in that compensation model. Then we have our wine starter kits. As you bring on new ambassadors, you get 50%, and that's every time they buy a starter kit. So if they come in at the estate, 150. They come in reserve, another 150, or the 300, or if they upgrade, you get another 150. If they come in at Grand Cru, it's 600. Well, if they come as an estate, upgrade to Grand Cru and paid 900, you get another 450. Every ambassador is worth upwards of $600 to you as they upgrade through the process. And we have the most incredible numbers of upgrades. The wine is that good. And that second case for $300, the difference is $60 cheaper than getting a case any other way. You actually, it's less expensive to buy a starter kit than it is to buy wines in the back office. And we did that on purpose. We want you to get the wines. We want you to upgrade to Grand Cru. We want you to be a bigger part of what we're doing here as an ambassador. So we space it out for you. Some people don't understand how great wine can be. And so you get a case and then you really like it. By the time you get that next case, you're really learning. By the time you've had 2 of our cases of wine, you will definitely want to know what that Grand Cru tastes like. And that's how it works. The binary pays upwards of 22%, check match up to 50%, and that's all spelled out right here. So that being said, we have lots of ways to market, ways to grow. We're doing this in a long-term way. Now, again, the law of marketing states that no matter how great your product and service is, it will not sell itself. That's why we need you. We're willing to feed you, market with you, train with you on a regular basis. We even have trainings on Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 Mountain, 11 Central, and noon Eastern, where we spend an hour every Saturday going over training tips and tricks on how to build this, how to market it. And then we have an amazing instructor training program to help anybody grow this as big as they want to go. Let Tanya and I help you with leads and systems to help build your business. Get the person that brought you here, get going with it, enjoy the wine. I always like to end this with a big God bless, and I cannot wait to see everybody in Napa. Bye for now.